this pond, it's in redevelopment stages, because we've done a few learnings over the years, and we looked at what's working and what hasn't worked so much, and found a way that we're going to redevelop it. So I'm not going to give away too many design ideas because I know you guys that lingo, but within the next, say, 6 months or so, we're going to look to have this redeveloped into a one-flow channel type pond where we'll have we're going to have watercress growing in here. It's been a big challenge for us to be able to get it flowing in a man-made environment. As we know, watercress grows in ponds and awa and runoffs on the whenua, so to recreate that, you can't always do the job of Papatuanuku as good as she can, and I wouldn't expect it, but yeah, in the next 6 months or so, we're going to have a bit of a redevelopment for the watercress pond. So watch the space. It gives you guys something to look forward to come back to as well in our mara. But yeah. Anything else to add to that one? I won't say that. Come on through, whānau. I'll take you over to Marshall, who he's our putter lead or our waste lead. He kind of deals with all of our composting on the whenua, as well as our 4 parekore and zero waste initiatives.
Kia ora tātou te whanau, Morris Phase tuku ingoa, te raukura para tātou mahi. So my mahi for the iwi is I'm the compostologist. So I get a kick out of composting. My main role here is obviously to feed the marakai with as much energy as we can and produce that energy from our green waste on the venue. So our kaupapa here is that no green waste leaves the property. We don't send it out anywhere else or send it to landfill. We try and use it as best as we can to regenerate, repurpose and reinvigorate our property. So a lot of the stuff that we've done over winter, all the brassicas that were coming out, the collies, the broccoli, the cabbages, we compost on the property. So we used a couple of different methods. This one here is called an in-vessel composter. It's a pretty cool system to be able to produce compost quickly. I can produce compost in less than 4 weeks in this cool machine. The way that it works, it's a vessel that's stainless steel that tumbles. It feeds air in through the top. Every 5 minutes it blows for 5 minutes. Every hour it spins twice. So if you understand composting, which I'm sure a lot of you do, that speeds up the decomposition process. For the compost purist, it's probably not the cool, the thing that they would go to, but if you have lots of volume of waste, you can process it in a more timely manner. And for us as an iwi, yes, we would all love to be compost gurus and understand the microbiology of it, but really it's about getting people to take food out of their rubbish bins, stop sending it to landfill, and processing it here for us to reuse the energy. So that's really what we're trying to promote amongst the iwi. As part of that, I'm doing a waste minimisation project. So we're getting a whole bunch of initiatives on board for the iwi. We're having a soft plastics collection point that'll be coming up on board here in the very, very near future. We're also partnering with Future Post, who you may have heard of, turn soft plastic and numbers 2 and 5 into fence posts for use in farming, which are non-leaching, just as good as wood, last actually longer than wood, can be screwed, stapled and nailed. So that's another initiative that we're going to be sending our plastic pots and our P28 trays to. So that's another good initiative. And also I partner with East Ridge New World. They give me kai on a regular basis, which I can bring down here and process if I can get past the whānau with the beautiful looking kai that they throw away. I also partner with Okahu Bay Boating Club, who give us their fish guts. They have a wonderful filleting station down there. I'm not sure if you've ever been down there, but people come back on their boats. They can use the filleting station, fillet their catch, leave the waste behind. Where we come in, we'll take the guts. Papatuanuku marae come along and they'll take the frames and the heads. So all of these parts of the ika are being used, and of course very hard for me to get past my aunties with fish heads and things as well. So I have to be very, very high because they want to eat it. But yeah, so that's what we're trying to do here. We also do parakuri at all of our events, which means we have a zero waste policy. So we had an event last week, the Kapahaka down at Okahu Bay, which is a secondary school competition. We had 24 bins of rubbish. We sent 3/4 of a bin to landfill. So out of those 24 bins, 23 were either recycled, composted, or sent to the correct places. So that's kind of the stuff that we're trying to keep moving forward with. Yeah. Any questions? Do you want to have a look at the machine?
Yes.
I can open it up for you. If you want to come on in and have a look if you're keen. This stuff here has been in here for 2 weeks. So it's warm. We've got that, it's sitting at about just under 40 degrees. It's actually probably needs a bit more puha in there, meaning grass and stuff. So it's quite good. There's seaweed in there, there's barks, there's obviously kai. So that's that one there already.
How long has it been in this one?
That's been in there for 2 weeks. So as you can see, the decomposition has really started to happen. There's not much green left in there. It's all turned colour and it's breaking down really nice. We've got it for squeeze test. If it all stays together, that's pretty good. And then if it falls apart, that's what I want.
So 2 more weeks and then...
2 more weeks, that's ready to go back onto the mara. I'll show you this side. This side here is ready. This side here is ready to go. So there you go. That's finished product. That's what we can get after a 4-week process. So
That's incredible.
that's real compost, yeah?
Does it heat up?
It heats up, yeah. This side's finished its stuff, so it's only down to like 30 degrees, but that side there is still cruising up. So we'll get that up to 50. And then obviously cut grass is the winner. Yeah. But I mean, I get all this sort of stuff from all off the family, all off the property. Yeah.
So how much volume's in there? Is it just that drum there?
That side there, we can do 150 kilos each side. Yeah, so I can process 75 kilos a day on either side, but that'll break down to about half that amount, or less than half. Yeah. So when it's fully done, 300 kilos.
Amazing.
Which isn't a lot for us, but it is good. You know, we're actually looking at a bigger spec machine, and I want to start a green waste collection for all the family homes.
Yeah, good idea.
So that's our next. That's the next
What about
thing.
when council starts collecting all the green waste?
We're going to do our own.
Yeah.
We're going to do our own. We've got 105 family homes. We want to target them for a start.
Yeah.
Then we want to expand it to the community, but we're going to start with our own first. Yeah, something we want to do, and we want to have the first iwi recycling centre too, which is in the pipeline.
Yeah, why truck it elsewhere? It's just a road ready to go.
Exactly. You know, we've got all this right on our back doorstep, so we want to try and feed in. I've also got a couple of big worm bins down there and a percussion pit. And it's made in New Zealand. Yeah, down in Autope, down in Christchurch. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for that.
No
Really
worries.
interesting. Really cool.
Yeah. Thank you. That's me, guys.